Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thousand Habits Infallible. Mankind, how are you doing today? Yes, it's Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? How has today been? How is work? How is the country, wherever you're watching from? How is that side? I hope the stress in the country or the country factor has not been hitting you very seriously, hasn't been hitting you too hard. We will survive it. It is a phase in life. Don't forget, it is a phase. It will also pass. It is Thursday again, where we talk about a lot of things that will help our lives, that will help our marriages, our businesses, and many more. So today is another important and exciting topic we're discussing today. We want to save a life, we want to save a family, and we want to save destinies that are about to get shattered and scattered. All right, today's topic is how can we help an addicted gambler? How can we help an addicted gambler? Gambling in this part of the world has become one of the fastest way to get rich, or let me say one of the fastest way to get wealthy. But then as fast as it is to get wealthy, it is one of the fastest way to die in poverty. It is one of the fastest way to have hypertension. It is one of the fastest ways to to have high BP. A lot of things are attached to this gambling thing. Now I have a family who is into problem with this. This lady says, honestly, I'm going through a lot and I'm losing it. I feel depressed, so much fear, unhappy and lonely. My husband gambling's habit has removed love and affection from our home. This is so sad. When other people are getting affected as a result of the decision that you make, then that is extremely serious. It is on the high side. He quickly finishes any money that comes to him, either salary and anything in betting. He consumes everything in betting and concentrates on asking money from me. I have no job. I am okay. I buy little things and resell. My capital is not even stable because all the financial expenses are on me. Yet it doesn't care. It keeps malice with me when he asks and I'm not giving him money. Not coming home to okay. He also feels angry when he comes home without meeting food at home. Wow. This year I have decided not to give him money, and I have decided not to keep any food for him as long as he cannot bring money for feeding. All my actions and his behavior really makes me sad. I have no love and respect for him anymore. I excessively worry for upkeep, school fees, bills, things we don't have at home. Everything is on me. I am so sad because our two sons are too attached to their father, and I'm scared of their feelings if I decided to divorce him. My first son wouldn't even go to bed until his father returns from work. Have you been in this kind of situation? Please help me, help my life. That is what this lady says. Can you imagine how gambling is killing this family already? Gambling is killing this family, and it only takes knowledge, wisdom, and the grace of God to uphold this kind of family. Greed is what leads to gambling. Yes, you want to become 100 all of a sudden without effort, without sweat, without anything. How does that work? Gambling, those who knows when to gamble and when not to gamble are who we call gambler. Those who are addicted to gambling are non-entities. That is what I call them, so to say. They are non-entities because you should know when to stop, when to pause, and when to run away from it. That is when you are wise. But when the reverse is the case, then there is problem somewhere. Now, this person is saying, speak to him about it. If it doesn't heed to your advice, then I would advise you file for divorce. Now, this is where matter will eventually lead to filing for divorce. Everybody is getting divorced, and many of us that are yet to get married are scared of getting married because even those who got married are filing for divorce already. But why? We don't have to make this marriage appear as something very bad, something dangerous, something risky. We have to help ourselves in marriage. Let's make marriage a beautiful thing to promote. Let's make marriage a beautiful experience to motivate others that are watching us to also want to get married. Alright, gambling addiction is frequently marked by feeling compelled to keep gambling a secret. You don't want anybody to know, just any money. It has gone. Support the law. Support the law. This person now says, you know how difficult it can be to deal with it. When you're divorcing someone with a gambling issue, you are up against many obstacles. You might even question whether your companion has a gambling problem or is simply reckless and irresponsible. That is another thing. Some people can be reckless and irresponsible, but then because we know one thing that is taking away their money, we say it is that thing that is killing them. But low key, normal, normal. This set of people are actually reckless and irresponsible. Check their way of life, they are irresponsible. But then some people, that thing will just enter them, and before they know it, maybe they won some games, they lost some, they win, they win, they lose, they win, they lose, they win, they lose. So the process continued like that until it became part and parcel of them. Now, it may sound cliche, but gamblers must desire to seek help. You won't help your spouse stop gambling unless he recognizes that there is a problem and is eager to seek treatment. Even so, your companion must adhere to the treatment plan and in most situations refrain from gambling. That is one of the help a gambler and a gambler's friend or partner can receive. You can't help him. He must realize he has a problem. Then he try as much as possible to solve the problem, and that is how it goes. Gambling is one of the most destructive habits in Nigeria. Extremely 100 extremely destructive. Like I said earlier, it has rendered men and women useless, inefficient, lazy, terrible, and spoiled. There is always this tendency of stealing anything around them that which most of them indulge in. I pity you real good, and I can tell what you have gone through to still keep the family going. It really goes a wrong way indeed. My advice for you is to Google and seek ways to solve problems, or you report him to his family as soon as possible. This is important as well. Let his family be aware that he has a problem. Let the family be aware that this is what you're facing, so that the family will not think you are the one consuming the whole money. You are the one not allowing him to love his family with what he has. So you have to call somebody you trust in the family, someone who is wise. Not everyone in the family can be regarded as wise. I have to call somebody who is wise, intelligent, and matured enough to handle the situation. Oh man, hey sir, this is what I'm facing, this is it. I don't know if you're aware about it, but then it has been persisting for a while. If it is a spiritual problem, my brother or sister, his family member will know what to do. Maybe there is this local herb he should have taken when he was younger, when he was very much younger, that is skipped, that is now affecting him. Maybe it is nemesis from one thing or the other. So speak to somebody in the family, they can know what has actually happened. Another commenter says we plenty inside this kind of marriage, voila, but keep your mind off him and face your kids as I am doing to survive here. My own is not gambling, but money they finish, but money no reach home. Money they finish, meaning that uncle they see money steady, but the money no they reach home. As they waka, they go out. All of a sudden, it go just finish. Go finish before you get home, money go finish. Na another wahala be that, to be short for another time. Okay, hey Yakpele, pray for God's intervention. Talk to God, lean on him rather than man. A shoulder to lean on is a DICK to ride on. That is what it has become now. A lot of people will tell you they are trying, they are giving you, they're offering you shoulders to lean on, to cry on, but then at the end of the whole thing they will ask you, so what is daring for us, what is my gain, how far now, let's, your husband is not giving you joy, let me give you joy. Let me borrow you joy that I have. Wicked soul, God is watching you, you better repent. Okay, change your strategy. Stop being on the offensive part but defensive. Ask him money for upkeeps regularly in a natural way. This will keep him on his feet and will make him more responsible. He must have a good side. Work on that. Your unwavering love for him will bring him around now that he is down. No be say any small misbehavior una go dey think of divorce. Divorce is not actually solution to everything. Divorce should be your last resort after you've tried everything and then it is choking. Yeah, you can't breathe anymore, it's choking you up and you're about giving it up. Then, man, to be alive is important. So to keep your sanity is important. So you can file a divorce, separate for some time so that you can gain stability to face the challenges if you still want to face the challenges, but then you need to find a way to make it work. Just be calm and focus on your children. You have to be strong and train those children, especially on education. As for your spouse, don't give him shishi, you know, go see collect again. Don't even look at his direction so that it doesn't weigh you down. So far he is not caring about the whole situation and it doesn't bring food. Feed your children, he will sort himself out. The more you become pregnant, the more the burden. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the topic we're still discussing here today is how can we help an addicted gambler? This thing is about to destroy a home and it has destroyed a lot of homes. How can we help a gambler? Number one, you that you are a partner of an addicted gambler, know that it is not your fault. So don't let it choke you up to the extreme. Know that it is not your fault. Try as much as possible to keep your sanity. I said it earlier. It is not your fault. So don't get sick. Don't develop another problem as a result of trying to help somebody. He will sort himself. You can try to help him. Don't make it your burden. Don't make it your burden. You have a life to live. And it is when you are alive and you are in good health, that is when you can help somebody that needs help. So if you kill yourself, if you hurt yourself, then you won't be able to help. Then it is going to be a double injury and it will be insult upon injury at the end of the day. It can be exhausting, truly, when you are living with somebody who is addicted to gambling or is addicted to something. Channeling your energy towards them can be exhausting because you feel like, what else do I want to do? It's killing me. But then that energy you want to be pouring and channeling into making them a better person. Divide it. Let some of it go into, even the larger percent, let it go into developing yourself, being and making yourself a better person. I have some few points here. You cannot force them to stop gambling. Always know that. You cannot force your family members or friends to acknowledge that their gambling is a problem until they know that it is a problem. You can't force them to know it is a problem. Another thing you can do is, that you need to do is let the gambler know you want to help. They may feel out of control, embarrassed, or ashamed. You can convey a willingness to support them. Relate to them as equal person. Avoid trying to protect them. It is important. Please let them pay the consequences of their action. Let them pay for the consequence. Let them know that they have effed up, they have messed up big time, and they need to face the consequence. Maybe when the consequence hits them seriously, they will know that what they are doing is not a joke, and they will want to repent and have a good life for themselves. So now, it is important for you not to help them lie. Don't help them pay their debts. Let them focus on their problems. Whatever the consequence could be, let them face it. Let them know that I will help you. No, I will support you, but I don't have any help to render you. Do it yourself. I will support you to achieve the result you want to do or you want to get. That is how you can help a gambling person. Your relationship with the person is also important. Now that you are like this lady's scenario now, you are is you are his number one a friend. So you need to know how your own mental health will be good. If it will require you to give him space for a while, or let me say for a while, give yourself space, heal up, gather stuff however you can, so that it won't weigh you down and it won't help you develop some kind of sickness. Relate to them as equal person. I said that earlier. Also confide in people you trust, friends and family that you can talk to, or that can talk to him as well. Let people know, especially his family members, let them know his problem. Socialize with others so that you can help maintain your sanity. What you find enjoyable, keep doing it. What you find motivating, what you find encouraging, keep doing those things so that you also won't develop a sickness or an ailment that will not be curable. So please, as much as possible, try to focus on yourself, work on yourself, make yourself a better person before making another person a better person. Exactly. Also, look after your health. Do medical checkup. Don't because the more you think about this person's problem, how far you have tried and it is not working, the more the problem persists and the more you get choked up, and before you know it, you start having IBP. So please try to get help. And all, in case you all these things is not really or are not really helpful, please do well to seek a counselor. Seek the help of a counselor. Let a counselor help you and help him. We have a lot of counselors whose field is focused on helping gamblers or people with this kind of addiction. Please talk to them. They can tell you as a person what you do to keep your sanity better, and they can help the victim of the addiction. They can help the person achieve a better life as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we come to today's to the end of today's edition of Thursday Live with Infallible Mankind. Please do well to drop your opinions, do well to share your view about this whole thing. Until we meet again next week, make sure you are in good health, make sure you're diligent, and make sure you try your best and leave the rest to God. Till we meet again next week. Peace.